Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Kairos, and we've taken a little bit of a break from the Long Dark just because we met an untimely end last time. But we've been playing a little bit of 2 Point Campus, but we're jumping back in today and starting a brand new playthrough. We're going to go back to where it all started. We're going back to Mystery Lake, back to where this whole game opened up. I think it was like 2014, I think, is when this game came to early access. But Mystery Lake is all you had. That's the only area that you could play, and I remember playing the mess out of that zone. And so we're gonna restart on Stalker, and it seems like in my last two playthroughs that I have posted on the channel, if you want to look at those, one's starting at Desolation Point. I think the other one might be there as well. No, we started out on Black Rock. That's where it is. But yeah, made it like 4 days. So, getting back into it on Mystery Lake here, and it looks like we are maybe on the little creek that goes down to the pond, like, yeah, from the dam down to the pond. If I'm right, it would be right through there. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, yeah, and you could just see, clothing-wise, not awesome. I think we were wearing some leather loafers. But we'll gather up a few sticks, just so we can make a torch soon. But yeah, temperature is dropping very quickly. And we may have time. Yeah, we're about to be at a hypothermia risk. We may have time to maybe check out one of these little huts before we go to the cabin. But the fishing cabin is probably the central location on this map. Like, it's kind of in the middle of everything. And if you wanted to, you could set up shop and fish forever, as long as you have a way to keep yourself warm. But let's see what we got in here. A sewing kit, okay.
I could use this.
And a decent wool scarf. Not a poor or exceptional, but a decent. We'll go ahead and throw that on, just because every little bit helps. There's some fishing line. Nothing there. Sardines. Okay, and we could maybe look into another one, but okay, let's hightail it over there. I try to tell myself once one gauge is completely maxed out, then we should probably not go any further, but alright, now we're at a frostbite risk. That's mainly why I try to have that rule, and it could be why I die after 4 days too. Alright, so let's check out our friend here. Anything? Jerky, we'll take it. Nothing there. Got some firewood. Newsprint. And nothing there. Oh, pry bar. That'll come in handy. Especially with lockers. Lockers that we'll find at the dam. Lockers we'll find at Trapper's cabin. Alright. Let's get back to the cabin. And hopefully we won't get frostbitten. If we get frostbitten, say on our fingers, our hands, that can honestly make the rest of the game difficult. And I would probably just start new, since I am like 4 minutes into this playthrough. Just because I want to say it affects holding the bow, holding guns steady, all that. Mystery Lake. Yeah, I said pond earlier. The location is Mystery Lake. Obviously, that's the lake. And into the cabin we go. Okay, I think we avoided frostbite. In the camp office. Okay, nothing in there. There's a can if we want to come back and get it. Some ketchup chips, always a hit. And
Could end up
perfect.
being
There's a
useful.
lantern. Even though we can see fairly well in here, the lantern has a way of just kind of exposing a lot of the little things tucked away. I'm probably not too different than most people, but I hate in games trying to kind of feel my way around in, like, even if it's halfway dark. Like, I just love things to be well lit.
I think I can use this.
Charcoal, more line. And we'll turn out our light just because we can see these drawers just fine. And just checking all of them, I don't know, it's so irritating. A lot of times you don't find anything, but there's no need in wasting the lantern fuel. Tomato soup. We'll leave the spray paint just because I don't use it. Oh, there's a can opener. I would have never found that without the lantern.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Go ahead and take the can. Yeah, the spray paint, never really got into using that to mark things. I kind of tend to know where I search. If you plan to search out everything, then you kind of know. I guess it's for maybe those late games if you've been in for over 100 days, 200 days, and you can leave markers as to where you stash things. I guess that's a problem I've never had. I think I've made it to like 50 days before. Something about me too, I don't know if this is the case for a lot of people, but I think the allure is just starting out with nothing. It's the bare bones. You have nothing. You're going from place to place to survive. And so when you reach a point where you do have a lot of things, you do have all the tools, you do have all the weapons, it almost you do have water, food, you name it. It does lose some of its, significance, and some of its fun sometimes. So, I don't know. We'll read a little bit to kind of regain our health. Let our temperature meter go back up while we're inside warming. Just because any more scavenging we do outside, our temperature's going to drop. And that's one of the things about Mystery Lake is there's a lot of things that are pretty spread far apart. Like if you want to get to any of the watchtowers, it's a good little hike if it's cold outside. Same with Trapper's Cabin. Same with the dam. Like everything is spaced out in such a way that you need to have your body temperature meter all the way up. You do need to travel light. You do need to have some kind of wolf deterrent on you as well. So we'll read a little bit more. It'd be great if we could crawl in a bed and read and warm at the same time. But yeah, as I was saying, there's an element of fun when you just start with nothing. And some of that, unfortunately, is taken away once you achieve the very thing that you're trying to achieve, where you're trying to get a knife and to get a pistol and to get all the little things to where you can do everything. I guess that's where the hardest difficulty comes in. But again, I just can't bring myself to do it because I know they just remove so much from the game that I feel like should be there. But maybe I'll come around one day. But at this point, I can say I can't see me going any lower than Stalker. See if we can get this fire going. Get a little bit of water going. Last time I played this game when I was really into it, I want to say these cans, I know the pots could boil, you could boil like 2 gallons of water, but now that they significantly decreased that, now I think it's going to be half a gallon. I think maybe they found that was just too much. To which, I mean, a big pot like that, if you do get a pot, it's probably at least a gallon and a half. I want to say it might be half that now, that they made it half a gallon.
I need to find something to drink.
Alright, trying to get our water ready. Okay. And checked our time of the day. Looks like the sun is starting to go down a little bit. Still have a little bit of sunshine, I bet. 10 more minutes until melted. See, of all the fixes that they made in these games and all the things that they've changed, it still kind of baffles me that it takes so long for the snow to melt, because it shouldn't. And the fact that it's not okay to drink, because it should be. But I guess that was just an element of challenge that they wanted added, and they wanted to keep in the game. Maybe there's something I don't know about precipitation in Canada, but it seems like snow would be in a very pure form and safe to consume.
Come on. All right.
All right, let's see if we can keep this going long enough to get our water. 27 minutes until boil dry. Okay, we'll go ahead and take those. And with the sun going down, let's see if we can squeeze in a couple hours of reading time. Probably not going to make it. Nope, didn't make it. Okay. Oh well. Not a big deal.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
All right, let's see if we can make our way. Okay, found a bed. Stumbled around until we found a bed. Get some sleep for the night. And you can hear the wind blowing outside. You can hear the blizzard.
Where can I find something to eat?
Alright, it is morning. And it sounds like the blizzard has stopped.
Never been so hungry in my life.
Okay, before we go out, let's see if we can't make a torch. Because we didn't have any flares, we didn't find one, and we have no weapon. I'm not sure if we can smack a wolf with a pry bar or not, but if we at least have a torch, that will push them back. Alright, so now we can make our way. Is that a deer right there? Yep, there's a deer. Don't even have a rock to throw at it, so we will let it go. But I think what we will do... Sometimes the presence of wolves can steer you in a certain direction. Let's just kind of take a look and see what we see. But I typically like to hit up the major spots. You know, the watchtowers, the one that's standing, the one that's destroyed, Trapper's Cabin, even the hunter's blind, the camp office, the dam, of course. Like all those major hot spots where you're gonna find things. I feel like you haven't done your exploration until you hit those. So we'll make our way over to the hunter's blind. And typically just through this little gap, there's sort of this valley. And we've got pretty good visibility. I see a few rabbits over there in the distance. I don't see any wolves per se. I'd love it if I could just not have to use this right now.
Can't feel my feet.
We have a friend, and he is hauling over here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and light that bad boy. And now the countdown has begun. As long as you stay away from them and don't charge right at them with the torch, they should leave you alone. But I have been boxed in to where I have to go towards a wolf with a torch, and they will attack you in that instance. But we basically have the lifespan of this torch until that wolf will attack us, because we don't have a flare, we don't have a weapon. And there's another one right there.
Dive.
And a third. Awesome. Alright, we've made our way to the frozen creek. We've got a couple friends coming with us. And if we're lucky, we might run into like a bear. Sometimes there's a bear that roams down here around this blind, and they don't like bears. Or at least if they come across a rabbit or a deer, they can be distracted by that. But in one playthrough, I was able to get to the hunter's blind, find a rifle, and shoot a bear from the blind. So that was pretty sweet. Grab a little bit of that. Keep my torch out. Okay. Man, yeah. Gosh, the way they bark, it feels like they're coming right at you. All right, there's a deer over there. Maybe we can kind of walk that deer into the wolves, just so they'll leave me alone. Ooh, there's a bear over there. Okay, even better. All right, we can get the wolves if they don't go after the deer. Yeah, I don't know if they'll even go towards the bear or not. I'm not sure if they'll attack that bear, but we certainly don't want to. Yeah, that wolf's going the other way. He wants no part of that.
I could eat a horse.
Nor do we. Alright, let's see what we can find. There's an arrow. Maybe we'll find a bow. And we have rolled up newspaper. Great. What a deal. And our little bear friends over there. Alright. There's a dead deer right there. Alright, so our best bet is to move around this bear, and there's a cabin just over this hill. A small cabin that we can make our way to, that we can search. Alright, so far we've searched the camp office. We got one of the fishing huts. We've made our way to the hunter's blind. We're about to search this cabin. All in all, a fairly efficient 20 minutes or so. Pick up some more sticks in case we need to make another torch, because we're about halfway through this one. And get a little entourage over here. There's one there, and there's that feather. Yep, anybody in there? Alright, if anything, maybe we'll find some kind of snack or article of clothing or something like that. Or not. Okay. Not much. Newspaper. Check this container down here.
Take this food.
Jerky, okay. Wow, pretty underwhelming cabin. Not a lot going on in here. Okay. Oh well. You can't win them all. Okay, painkillers, we'll take those. Oh well. Not a whole lot being offered in here. All right, well, this might be coming up on the 24-minute mark. This would be a great place to end our first run here. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Long Dark content. We'll pick it up back at Mystery Lake in episode 2. We'll see you again.